Good morning, everyone. Very important point. When you put your cover crop in the ground, it's important to either A, put your cover crop on, and then if you have some other soil, broadcast about a ½ inch to even an inch on top of your cover crop to make sure that all of the seeds are fully covered. Or after you broadcast your cover crop on, rake the cover crop into the soil. And you want to rake it in really well so that the seeds are fully immersed under the soil, because if the seeds are sitting on the surface, they will germinate. They will germinate. However, if they dry out, they're not going to live. So, do your best to bury them as best possible. Now, in an urban setting with garden beds, and now let me show you an example, you want to make sure that if there are any on the surface, you can just kind of go along after you've raked. And I usually water first, because sometimes the process of watering will have those seeds emerge from the soil. So what you'll do is you'll go along with your gloves or just your finger, and this is what you're going to do. You're going to come along and you're going to notice a little piece of cover crop there, and you're going to bury it with some soil. There's a couple more right here, and just push them down, just bury them into the soil and then cover them up. And you may have to do that quite a bit, because you might put down 2,000 or 3,000 little seeds, and you might have to bury the 50 or 100 that are still sitting on the surface. So go along, see all the ones that are sitting on the surface, like that one right there, just cover them up, and that's all you've got to do. And when you do that, you're giving your cover crop a greater chance of growing and germinating. You're also making sure that the birds are not going to come along and take the seeds and steal them, because that's what we don't want. That's why we end up broadcasting quite liberally, because things are going to get curious, and little birds and rodents might decide to steal the odd seed. Okay, so this bed is looking pretty good. We've got a couple more here, but for the most part, I think we've covered most of them up. So there you have it. Cover crop is covered, ready to grow and ready to emerge. Cheers.